Welcome back. Let's talk about two clips of Too Much, this show of Ravina Tandon and right, Twinkle Khanna and Kajol. We have had this confusion since childhood. Don't at me for this. इसके बारे में ज़्यादा बेसिक मतलब कॉन्टेक्स्ट चाहिए हुए शो के बारे में तो शान भाई ने रोज़ बनाया इसके ऊपर, वो जाके देख लेना। मैं सिर्फ दो क्लिप्स प्ले कर रहा हूँ इस शो में से, जो दो चीज़ें जो विच टुक माई अटेंशन फ्रॉम दिस एंटायर शो। बेसिक एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो तो इट्स जस्ट ट्विंकल खन्ना एंड काजोल एंड दे आर ट्राइंग टू हैव दिस लाइक broad concept, broad discussion about the concepts of feminism and whatever it's like to be a boomer in this generation. जो it's surface level, basic surface level, ठीक है। एंड प्राइम पे है, दैट्स अबाउट इट। इसके आगे इससे ज़्यादा कॉन्टेक्स्ट तुम्हें जानने की कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है। ये लोग अपने बॉलीवुड के दोस्तों को बुलाते हैं एज गेस्ट एंड दे हैव अ कॉन्वर्सेशन फॉर एन आवर और सो, जो भी है। अजीब सा शो है, देखने लायक नहीं है, देखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है। ये दो क्लिप्स देख लो जिसके बारे में विच इज़ एक्चुअली द टॉपिक ऑफ दिस वीडियो। पहला क्लिप देखते जहाँ पे जानवी इज द सेंसिबल वन, जानवी कपूर इज द सेंसिबल वन।
Emotional cheating is worse than physical cheating.
Yes.
Boss.
तुझा
Emotional cheating is worse than physical cheating is the topic at hand, right? When we say that, let's say what is the worst thing that can be classified as emotional cheating? Being distant from your partner, yes. Slowly falling in love with somebody else, yes. Texting somebody behind your partner's back, but that's also physical cheating, right? So let's say developing emotions for somebody else is emotional cheating, right? Developing feeling for someone else when you are already in a relationship. These three are trying to say that is worse than physical cheating. Let me tell you something before this even clip gets to its point. When you cheat on somebody, you're not only just cheating on your partner, it's about a deadly insult to their self-esteem, your partners, where they will continue to doubt themselves and think of themselves to be ugly enough to be cheated on. Right? That's basic. Secondly, they will develop trust issues that will last forever, and that is life ruining for them. Right? Getting cheated on. Third, cheating leads to depression. Cheating leads to anxiety. Cheating leads to asocial behaviors where a person is no matter how much life they had before you cheated on them and they found out, they will never be the same. The person will never be the same because they will continue to think that, first of all, you were lying to them the entire time when you said you love them. Second of all, she or they trusted you, but you cheated on them. I'm saying for the both the sides, he and she, and you failed. And thirdly, that they are supposed to be the ugly one. That's why you were not satisfied with them and you went out and cheated on them, right? So that is what cheating does to a person, for their self-esteem, for their trust, for their life in general, right? Emotional cheating can be falling for somebody else, which is periodic, which can happen for infatuation, which can happen for anybody, but it fades out eventually, right? But when you physically cheat on somebody, that's everlasting. That moment of cheating on somebody else, no matter what kind of physical cheating that is, it lasts forever. So I cannot classify emotional cheating to be worse than physical cheating, because physical cheating can be the source of a lot of mental health issues. आगे देखते हैं।
Say. Now what?
No, but I mean,
You know you're 3 against 1. Say
no,
fast.
but I just
She's
my thing
young.
They're both bad.
Are you going there or are you standing here?
I think no, but they're both bad. How can one be worse than the
No,
other?
no,
They're
physical
both
cheating.
condemned.
I believe physical infidelity is not a deal breaker.
I mean, raat gayi,
No,
baat
if
gayi.
that's the
Well, that is Karan Johar can say that because that is the standard of Bollywood, right? That is the basic standard of Bollywood. अभी तुम आयुष्मान खुराना को रश्मिका मंदाना के साथ किस करते हुए देखोगे अपने ये थामा मूवी में, ठीक है? आयुष्मान खुराना हैज बीन मैरिड फॉर अ वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम. रश्मिका मंदाना इज इन अ रिलेशनशिप विथ supposed relationship with another actor, right? But this is normalized in Bollywood. So this may not be a factor for these people, but that does not mean you should take advice from these people, right? These are not natural, normal people with natural, normal mindsets who think about life in the natural and normal way that you and I think of it, right? So Karan Johar can have that luxury to say that physical infidelity is not as bad because he, as a producer, sees that happen on shoots every day, on a daily basis, right? So he may be desensitized to the concept of that, but however, and he may be thinking कि अगर मेरा पार्टनर मुझे छोड़ मतलब किसी और के बारे में सोचने लगता है और उसे किसी और से ज़्यादा प्यार हो जाता है तो that is worse for him because he sees his partner getting kissed and kissing somebody else on screen on a daily basis. I am saying hypothetical. I'm talking about not just Karan Johar, Bollywood in general, right? And however Bollywood relationships have gone, we know how Bollywood functions. So it's very easy for them to say that, but you do not have to take anything out of this. And there is no meaning, substance in these statements. About the age thing, Twinkle Khanna says that she is young, that's why she does not understand, but that may say more about you and Akshay Kumar than anybody else, right? कि एज के साथ तुमने अगर किसी के साथ फिजिकल हुए हो तुम या तुम्हारा पार्टनर किसी के साथ फिजिकल हुआ है एंड यू हैव फॉरगिवन दैट, that may be okay for you because you think that you have faced that as you have aged, but that does not mean jack shit. That does not mean jack shit to do with age. When you are in a marriage, you're supposed to be in that marriage. When you're in a relationship, you're supposed to be in that relationship. If you're not, it's a deal breaker. That's it. Full stop. आगे बढ़ जाओ अपनी अपनी जिंदगी में. That's how it's supposed to be. I have पिछले बार जब मैंने स्ट्रीम करा था तब somebody asked me the secrets for a long lasting relationship. There are 3. 1, love. Love can fluctuate. You can despise your partner at times and that can happen, but you will have to fall back in love with them eventually, right? And this should be a long term graph, right? Second, respect. You should never lose respect for your partner no matter how bad things get. If they cheat, 100% you will lose respect for them, right? Or if they commit a crime, you will lose respect for them. I'm not talking about those extreme scenarios. I'm talking about general life. You should not lose respect for your partners. There should be a mutual respect between the partners, communication wise as well. And third is basic loyalty. All you have to do is not cheat. It's that simple. बाकी दो में तो effort लगता है. Love takes effort. Respect takes effort when you are unable to do that physically, properly. But being loyal is just not cheating in any way. It's just not cheating. It's that simple. That's how you live a long, healthy relationship. Right? So these boomers never get it, and especially the feminist boomers तो बिल्कुल ही never get it, because उनके दिमाग में वो एक गड़ा हुआ है कि हम विक्टिम्स हैं, हम विक्टिम होते रहेंगे और बस हमारा यही कॉन्सेप्ट है. फेमिनिज्म क्यों, फेमिनिस्ट वाली बात में क्यों ला रहा हूँ वो अगले क्लिप में देखेंगे. इट्स जस्ट जनरल माइंडसेट ऑफ दीज टू, काजोल एंड Twinkle. Kajol at least has a grip on it and takes it more as a theatrical thing in this thing and tries to keep things light and fun, but Twinkle Khanna is just getting on my nerves, right?
नहीं रात जाके बात नहीं जाती. बात नहीं जाती.
I don't think it's a deal
You're
breaker.
young.
No, it's a deal break.
I don't think it's a deal breaker.
No, the deal is broken.
No, यार, sometimes ठंड लग जाती है.
अरे लेकिन
नहीं लगनी चाहिए ना, ब्लैंकेट लगा दो.
we are 50.
Yeah, you can't accidentally fall on somebody's genitals, right? So that does not happen. Accidents do not happen when you are in a relationship.
She's in her 20s. She will get into this circle soon. Okay, come on.
Twinkle Khanna is the most irritating. Okay, I will stop right there because she's way too old, way elder than me, so I'll not continue that statement. But you get the point, right? It's irritating at this point. अगला देखते हैं. Where there is Govinda and Chunky Pandey. अच्छा, इसमें there is a big discourse about how देखते हैं फिर बात. You understood what is being said, and to understand this it takes nuance, right? Because on surface level, again, if you see this clip, you will say कि Govinda is being misogynist and shifting all his responsibilities to the woman by saying this, right? क्योंकि question is औरत की responsibility होती है बच्चे पालना, ठीक है? What Twinkle Khanna said is सिर्फ औरत की नहीं होती, and that is the point, right? That is the point कि सिर्फ औरत के सर पे चढ़ा देना ये सारी चीजें, बच्चों की देख, रहन सहन, सब कुछ pulls her down, and that makes her more resentful towards the kid and the family and the system in general, right? So it's not just the woman's responsibility to raise a kid, period. ठीक है? That's Twinkle Khanna's point. But what Govinda is trying to say, and here is where the nuance comes, is कि अगर औरत बच्चे ना संभाले तो बच्चे will not develop to be complete humans. Right? That's what he's trying to say. Again, there are situations where a father is very caring, very supportive, very protective towards their kids, and they grow up fantastic. But I'll just place my experience in this, and it's just basic that I have grown as a Bengali. My family and my extended family is matriarchal. ठीक है? I have grown up in a feministic, let's say, system where it's not the textbook feminism, it's not the तुम्हारा जो हम feminist है हमें सुट्टा फूकने का हक चाहिए, it's not that, it's daily display of feminism, right, in my family. So I have grown up seeing that, and it has been fantastic. I have grown up well, I would say. And that's what Govinda is trying to say, that when a father will be that textbook masculine figure who will protect and provide, but the nuance, the delicateness, the emotions, the feelings are brought in by the mother, is what he is trying to say. एक माँ के बिना एक बच्चा तमीज से बड़ा नहीं होता, पहली बात. दूसरी बात, एक बच्चा उस हिसाब से बड़ा नहीं होता, उस सेंसिबिलिटी के साथ बड़ा नहीं होता जिस हिसाब से सिर्फ अगर एक बाप उसे बड़ा करे. That's what Govinda is trying to say, and he's not trying to shift the responsibility to the woman. He's trying to say that a mother is necessary. That may not be the question right here. औरत की responsibility was the question, right? But this is his statement. So I've seen a lot of people say कि this is how men shift their responsibility to the women, and this is the excuse that has been going on for years and years and years. It's not the case. What Govinda is trying to say, that is not the case, right? So it's a dumbass show. You don't have to watch it. ये दो clips थे which stood out for me, and मेरा कैमरा ग्लिच कर रहा है, तभी मुझे लगा कि इस बारे में बात करना चाहिए. और मेरे ऊपर से आवाज़ आ रही है, ऊपर वाले फ्लोर से मेरा कैमरा ग्लिच कर रहा है, मेरा माइक सही से ऑडियो नहीं पकड़ रहा है, फिर भी मैं कि एक बार इस बारे में बात कर लेते, क्योंकि बूमर लोगों को समझाना हमारी जिम्मेदारी, राइट? अगर वो चीज़ कुछ नहीं समझते, एंड they are what, 50-60 years old, so they have their own fundamental ideas and ideologies fixed already. But अगर कोई चीज़ सही नहीं है, वो चीज़ समझाने की जिम्मेदारी हमारी है. That's all I'm going to say for this video. Never cheat on your partner if you are in a relationship, and be decent. That's all I had to say. मिलते अगले वीडियो में. Bye.